You are ready to go. Okay.
Okay, so my next segment is about teaching your own team members to follow up with their own recruit leads. Why? I think this is very important, and I think this helps with huge growth and like the quickness of growth, because then you're not always, as a manager, I know it's your responsibility, but it's just a lot easier for your own girls to be recruiting, because when you start to get 10, 15 people starting in a month, it's a lot of, I don't know how to make it without sounding like it's too much work, but it is. It's a lot of work to have 15 people.
You know what the key is? The key is there's only so much anybody can do.
It's a handling.
Just like there's only so many shows one person can do. There's only so many recruits one person can handle at a time. But there's no limit to what you can build if you work through other people. That's the key. Mm-hmm. That's the key.
Yeah, you're always better at explaining things. Okay, so it's easier on you as a manager. If you want to grow big, you need to keep it simple and duplicatable. I believe it's better for beauty consultants to follow up with their own recruit leads because A, the recruit lead knows the beauty consultant. She just met her and she trusts her. B, the beauty consultant is the one who got her interested in the first place. C, there's nothing magical that I or any manager would be able to say to get her interested or anything. It's either she's interested or she's not. And D, I want my beauty consultant to know that they can recruit. And when they do their first own recruit lead, when they have their recruit lead, when their recruit lead starts from, if they help them start from start to finish, like follow-up, debut, to get their kit, everything, and she's involved with all of those steps, she will be more confident. And then, of course, once you're confident, you want to continue it and do it more often. So once she knows that she can do it when she first started too, it's easier for her to recruit in the future. I also praise that is rewarded is repeated. So when I give a black table, the Alouette black tablecloth for having a recruit lead within their first 30 days.
A recruit,
a recruit that picks up their kit, picks up their kit within their first 30 days. That's praise that they will want to recruit more and get their second raise, of course, but also to get more praise. I just tell my girls to copy me and do what I say and do what I do because it works and the system works, and to just follow it. I've created a team of culture that if I can do it, they can do it too. I know that I'm a good leader when I have beauty consultants and managers that can do better than I can. That's it.
That's good. That's great. Okay, let's get into some conversations first of all about that, handing over recruit leads. Okay, so let's say that Danielle calls you and she has a new recruit and Danielle is brand new. Okay, let's say Danielle even has a recruit from her debut show. Do you have her do anything with that recruit, or do you just take it over because she's not even really kind of started yet?
If she, I get her to first of all email me and email me the name and phone number and email address of the recruit lead. So can we just do names?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So Danielle says, I have a recruit lead. Her name's Patricia.
Okay, so Patricia, can I get Patricia's email address and phone number? And what I'll do is I'll email her some information about, I'll ask you first, did she book her debut? Like, how do you know she's interested?
Right.
Yeah, she booked her debut.
She did book her debut? Okay. Because, again, my girls know what a difference between a lead is and not a lead.
Right. And that's critical. That's one of the first things. Did she book her debut? And what makes you think she's interested?
Yeah, like
right.
If she didn't book her debut, I would say, like, well, why do you think she is interested? Did she tell you why she wanted to do Alouette? That sort of thing. Right. And if not, that's a whole other topic.
Right.
But hopefully, yeah, if she booked her debut, awesome. That's so great. You know how exciting that is. You can get your tablecloth. And then can you email me her information? What I'm going to do is I'll email her, the steps on how to have, it's all the emails, how to have a great debut. I'll email her the one, I think it's the second or third, about starting off, going to training, that you and her will be working on a great debut show together. And, there's actually a video on the website. It's how to follow up with your recruit leads within 24 to 48 hours. Why don't you check that out? And then there's exact dialogue on there. If you could do that for me, that would be great. And you know what? This is going to help you out so much. If you're nervous, let me know. You can even call me first and practice with me before you call her. But, she's your friend. She was from your debut, right? So, you'll handle it perfectly fine. So we'll go over that, and then if your recruit lead has any questions, then I'll need to call her after I'll email her. I'll call her and see if she wants to come with me to a show, find to view for training. And you guys are going to come to the monthly meeting together?
Yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Great, good. See, we already have the tools that are already there for people. It's just directing them to the next thing. Okay, let's say Danielle has her second recruit. Is it just the same thing, or she says, I've got another recruit. Her name is Jennifer.
Yeah, it's
Same
basically, yeah, that's great.
When's her
so
debut?
You know what you did with With Patricia,
Patricia?
it's the same thing. You have that dialogue, right? Did you write it out? And I know I always write it out and put it, somewhere so that you have it, or even type it up on your computer so you don't have to watch the whole video again. Type it out, the dialogue, and then just call her. And if she has any questions, just say, you know what? I'm still new too, so I'm sure she might ask something that you're not sure, and that's no problem. Just tell her to call me and I can help her. But most of the girls email me with questions anyways.
Right.
And then that's when I email them the frequently asked questions.
Yes. She has yes.
System.
She has an email, frequently asked questions, because don't you get the same questions all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, all the time. So you're in contact with Patricia because you're sending her the emails,
Yeah, and then,
but she's still the one that's verbally managing the debut and all the rest of it.
Yeah, and then basically after she's kind of handled it and I know she's starting, and then I'll kind of step in and they'll need to come to training, so that's when, and then once they're at training, that's when I usually connect with them and go over what they really are wondering or have questions, paperwork, that sort of thing.
You make that connection when they come to your show.
Yeah.
When is it okay?
Training. What are you meaning by
training?
Sorry, training to me is coming to a show of mine because they don't usually go to Burlington.
Yes.
A lot of them don't want to drive that far, so.
Right.
Exactly. So I'll mention it to them, and I'll definitely ask them if they want to go. I'll mention, there's IKEA down the street. If your mom wants to come with you, or if you want to come with a friend, whatever that might get them here.
Right.
But if not, I'll just say, you know what, you need to come to a show of mine. I'm in the area. I'll even email. What I do with my weekly emails, I'll email Misty's upcoming shows with the dates that I have, the times, and what area they're in. So then they literally email me back and say, okay, I'm available for this date, and I'll book them in.
And when do you allow a girl to view somebody else's show instead of your show because you're booked, or like for instance, when did you pass it over to Kim and Kristen and
once they became managers, you mean?
Yeah. When did you pass it over that girls could view their shows as training?
Oh, well, they came to see your show, so
they came to do the show for me.
For you, yeah. So you said yes, like their show's perfect, they're good, yeah.
Right.
So then, even though like Kim wasn't a manager, like she just became a manager, but I've been sending girls to her shows for a couple months now, just because I knew. And some girls might be in Cambridge, or they were her own recruit leads anyway. So I said, they're going to be on your staff. You kind of take them, right? Because I want them to have the connection with you.
Right.
So it kind of depends. It's really weird when it's in transition. Like if you have breakaway managers, you always want it to be, I know it sounds bad, but it's like I don't want them to be connected with me. I want them to be connected with you. So you take care of them, and I'll, keep track of
because you don't want there to be the promotion date, and all of a sudden these girls are like, okay, we're with you. Who are you?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I didn't want. So it's very much like, okay, I'm here for you, but Kim's awesome. She's going to be your manager. She's still training, but she's good. So
and did you notice at the last monthly meeting, all the girls that were saying, my name is, and I got started, and I'm on Misty's staff, but I'm going to be on Kim's staff. Or I'm on Misty's staff, but I'm going to be on Nikki's staff this month. They already know. It's already a culture of what they're doing, that they're going to be doing that.
Send them your emails even though they're...
No, once they're off my, once...
No, but until they're broken
until they're broken away. Exactly. The day, so December 1st, all Kim girls, I deleted off my staff, and now they're on her staff.
Right. It's cool. It's great.
Because then I don't want them again to be getting my emails, and I might be saying something like a contest or something that she might not be doing, or they're like, oh, I don't want her to...
I do now, sorry, but
yes.
I kind of copy yours now, because you send me yours.
Right.
Yeah, I still keep my managers on my email.
Right. Yeah, your mother manager should see your email, and then they can decide what to cut and paste, or if they want to use it, or however they want to use it.
I just want to say, Missy, that I've done, I do the emails out for new girls, but I was also trying to do phone calls, but I've been frustrated because I don't reach them, so I really appreciate all your emails because they just took it to that next level.
Absolutely.
And I don't have to feel, oh my gosh, I didn't get a hold of her.
That, and it's like, they have the information, and if...
It's peace of mind.
Yeah,
you've given them every tool.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very duplicatable.
I just know, because if they have it, then they can't say, well, I didn't learn, or I didn't know. It's like, well,
you didn't help me, you didn't do whatever. And if they want to, they'll call you back, or they can call you, or they can do whatever. And we don't want to at all take away from contact.
Yeah, if they don't understand something, they call me, and then I go over it with them more in detail.
And also, she's taking a lot of these people to shows, so she's establishing a relationship. We're not talking about you never have a relationship with these people, but you do have to have a system that works for everybody, that everybody that starts on your staff you can do. Allowood has always been founded on it's duplicatable. If you start doing something at your shows or as a manager that is not duplicatable, you're not going to get massive growth. It's just that simple. We can all be creative, we can all do fun things, but if it's not duplicatable, it's not going to work. So let's give Misty a hand of applause. Fantastic.